I'd like to hold the meeting to order. Please stand for a moment of silence. Flag salute.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to report the sunshine law has been complied with. Roll call. Here.
Councilmember Gray.
Here.
Juliana will be absent. Mango.
Here.
Iglesias.
Here.
Nyla.
Present.
Patrick will be absent.
Someone want to move the caucus and the council minutes of April 4th?
Wait, there were no council minutes.
You only do caucus.
Jacob went in late this afternoon.
I didn't see those.
I didn't get email.
We can hold them,
So I just move on the caucus?
just
Yeah.
hold them both until the next meeting.
Okay. Reports of standing committees. I'd like to start first by offering a proclamation in honor of Municipal Clerks Week, which is May 6th through the 12th. Now, I know any of you that have ever had any contact with our borough clerk, Lori Cole, know how efficient she is, how competent, friendly, tries to do everything for everybody. And I just want you to know how much we appreciate your knowledge, your work ethic, and your ability to handle every little thing that comes your way. And a lot of things come your way. So I'm just going to read the proclamation. I'm going to leave out the whereas. Okay, so Municipal Clerks Week is May 6th through the 12th. The office of municipal clerk is a time-honored and vital part of local government, and it exists throughout the world. And the office is the oldest among many public servants, and it provides the professional link between the citizens, the local governing bodies, and agencies of government at other levels. And the municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all. And I can say that Lori does that at all times. The municipal clerk serves as an information center on functions of local government and community. They continually strive to improve the administration of the affairs of their office throughout participation in educational programs, seminars, workshops, annual meetings of their state, county, and international professional organizations. And it's appropriate that we recognize the accomplishment of the office of our clerk. So therefore, I, Jana Tusi, Mayor of the Borough of West Long Branch, do recognize this week as Municipal Clerks Week and further extend appreciation to our municipal clerk, Lori Cole, and to all municipal clerks for the vital service they perform and their exemplary dedication to the communities they represent. Lori? So, you have two proclamations, Lori. I don't know if you want to take one home. But congratulations, and again, we appreciate all you do for the governing body, your staff, and the residents of West Long Branch. Okay. I just have two brief announcements. Mrs. Mango, you're going to discuss you can discuss the recycling.
Yeah, you are. I thought you would, since you were.
The Lions Club asked me to make an announcement that on May 27th from 8 till 12 noon, they will be having their annual pancake breakfast. And as you know, the Lions Club raises money for glasses for the needy. So we try to support them. And that's Sunday, it's Memorial Day Sunday, that weekend, 8 to 12. And they wanted to know if the council they have a, what do you call it? Placemat, if we wanted to take an ad on the placemat.
I don't think that's appropriate.
Okay, all right, I will tell them that. We're not taking an ad on the placemat under legal guidance. All right, the other announcement that I've been asked to make is Old First Church is dedicating their museum. Across the street from the church is a building, and in the lower part of the building is a museum that you have never seen the likes of. It is probably better than any historical museum that we have in the county. It has things dating back before World War I, artifacts. It's phenomenal. So on June 3rd, 2 to 4, this area will be dedicated to the Ruth de Bruin Family and Life Center. And we're all invited, and I'll send everyone the invitation, and I'll announce it again as it comes closer, and it's going to be, the money they raise is going to be, there's a stipend, a slight stipend to make improvements to the museum. They have another 2 buildings that they used to use, 2 classrooms they used to use, now they're going to be able to put more things in it, but you have to see. I mean, I know the Scouts have taken tours, it's phenomenal, the way it's displayed. I mean, they have silver back from the colonial days. I mean, West Long Ranch had a lot of old-time people that lived here all their lives, and they donated a lot of, I know my grandfather's World War I uniform is down there, and it's just amazing what they've accumulated over the years, and it's a wonderful place, and I hope the schools take advantage of it, because you would not believe what they have there and the way it's displayed. So that's on June 3rd. From 2 to 4, that's a Sunday, and I'll remind everyone that week again. And the last thing I want to discuss was Arbor Day, which was Friday, April 27th, and we have a very active shade tree commission, and they generously planted 2 trees at Shore Regional High School. One was a dogwood, I think, and one was an apple. Now, if you think of the weather on Friday, it was iffy, and it was misty and a little rainy, so we moved inside. We had a very nice ceremony. We had a gentleman play a guitar song about the environment. We had a speaker from the Monmouth County Shade Tree Commission speak to the students. We had about 50, 60 students from the environmental science classes there. And we had members of the Shade Tree Commission. They did an excellent job. So I do appreciate all they do for the town. And this was a very, very nice event. And I think Jackie took some pictures ahead of time. So I hope they get some good press on it, because they did put a lot of time and energy into this, and it was very nice. All right, Councilman Bray, Finance.
Thank you, Mayor. So a couple of administrative issues. Our Planning and Zoning Board Secretary has resigned, and as of May 31st is her last day. The administrator has found a good candidate that we've talked to our borough engineer about, and we think that she's a good person to bring in. So we're gonna talk to her tomorrow, and hopefully next meeting put that on our agenda. The assistant treasurer is also moving on as of May 9th. We're actively working on the methods to replace her position. So we talked about that in detail, and we're putting a couple ads out tomorrow. The auditor will begin field work for our audit within the next 2 weeks, and we're going to be on target to have it in by the deadline. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. Let's see, Councilman Mango for Recreation, Environmental, and Shade Tree.
On recreation, there's nothing to report. They didn't meet in April, so I'll meet with them next week. I just want to remind everybody about the fishing derby again, which is their next event that's coming up, and I believe it's June 9th.
Yes.
And just to add to what the mayor said about Arbor Day, I understand that, this year was the first year it was at Shore Regional. And I think that they put a lot into it this year. You know, by what you said, the kids, the superintendent was present. So that was, I thought that was a very big success for them. They were very proud of it too, Shade Tree. And Shade Tree's gonna be here at our next council meeting. They have put together a pretty impressive book on the emerald ash trees that we have here in town. So they're gonna come and do their presentation next council meeting. Environmental has a lot going on. Their recycle day was on the 28th, and that was a huge success. They collected old flags, eyeglasses, they did paper shredding, they had electronic containers. very excited because they, applied for a grant, so the containers were, I think they cost $125 each, and they got that covered, so, they were happy about that. And then they distributed 300 seedlings.
Well, they
Which
announced
is-
this at Arbor Day at Shore Regional. They were gonna do it then, but being the weather. So the gentleman, someone gets up and said, we have 300 seedlings that we'll be distributing. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen with that, because seedlings look like a stick.
But yeah,
Well, people were lined up to get them, so that she gave away every seedling.
every 300 of them. They were really excited this year because it was a super turnout, so that was good. And I just want to tell you about our green team, that's moving along. They have a really nice group of a lot of members and volunteers, and they are really working hard to bring sustainable Jersey to West Long Branch. So I'll keep you all updated on how that continues to roll.
Thank
That's
you.
it, Mayor.
Thank you. Let's see, Councilman Migliaccio for Public Buildings.
Thank you, Mayor. We're working on the repairs to this building for the leaky roof, and coming up with some new ideas rather than maybe possibly put the flat roof back on, which is going to be possibly a problem. So investigating that further, we're talking with an architect, and then we'll get back. The work is progressing on the property over at the Public Works building, and that's about it.
Okay, thank you. And let's see, Councilman Nyhart, Police.
Thank you, Mayor. We're back to this past weekend on Saturday when the recycling was out there. It was also people can bring back their expired medications or leftover medications, drop them off, and the chief ended up letting me know that they actually collected 69 pounds of medications. So that was pretty good. I know last year they had a lot also. I can't remember the figure, but it was a number where it was kind of shocking on how much drugs were turned in, which was good. That was
Okay.
that's all I have to say.
Mrs. Murray?
Two quick things, Mayor, just as me to remind all the residents, weed pickup is still ongoing until May 10th, and brush begins May 15th. And just another news, our sign is supposed to be shipping next week, so I'll be following the progress of that. Hopefully we'll have it in by the first week of June, but it is being shipped next week.
Ms. Cole?
And
Mr. Baxter?
Nothing here.
T&M, Julie? Okay. All right, communications.
there's a resolution from, resolution recognizing the community of Parkland, Florida, reaffirming the strict assault weapons laws in the state of New Jersey, and advocating for stricter national level common sense gun safety legislation and improved reporting and management of persons at risk. That's from the Borough of Fairhaven. I've also posted in Dropboxes the tax collector's annual report of taxes uncollectible. There's also a letter addressed to Dear Mayor Tusi. Thank you for your application requesting funds for your municipality under the New Jersey Department of Transportation's fiscal year 2018 municipal aid program. Unfortunately, the NJDOT is unable to provide a municipal aid grant for the Wall Street Sidewalk Improvements Project. The municipal aid program continues to be a popular and competitive program. This year's solicitation resulted in 656 applications requesting more than $298 million of the $161.25 million available. NJDOT makes every effort to fund as many projects as possible, but the funding needs far exceed available resources. And that's from the director. That's all the communications.
Just one comment, that on the tax collector's annual report of taxes uncollectible, there's no property she felt were uncollectible. So that's it.
Ordinances?
Ordinance number 018-5, an ordinance prohibiting smoking in public parks or recreational areas in the borough of West Long Branch. You Need a motion to approve on introduction, set the public hearing for May 16th at 7:30 PM.
So moved. Second.
Gray,
Yes.
Mango,
Yes.
Bianchio,
Yes.
Nymark.
Yes.
Ordinance number 018-6, an ordinance amending ordinances 2-7.1, 2-7.5, and 2-7.9 regarding the borough clerk, assistant treasurer, and the borough administrator in the borough of West Palm Branch. Need a motion to approve on introduction and set the public hearing for May 16th at 7:30 PM.
So moved. Second.
Gray,
Yes.
Mango,
Yes.
Bianchio,
Yes.
Nymark.
Yes.
So the ordinance is moved.
Okay. We have 6 resolutions.
We're gonna hold off on doing the last two.
Okay.
I have to change that. R 1866, resolution authorizing refund of overpayment of taxes on 12 Cavero Court. R 1867, resolution approving 2018 public defender contract. R 1868, resolution authorizing disposal of surplus property. R 1869, resolution authorizing engineering and project management services in connection with the Franklin Lake Hydrilla Management Program Phase 4.
So moved.
Second.
Gray,
Yes.
Mango,
Yes.
Bianchio,
Yes.
Nymark.
Yes.
The last two we have to change. The CFO was only able to certify funds for the design engineering. So R 1870, the resolution title will remove contract administration and construction inspection services. And the third whereas paragraph will be removed. And in the second, be therefore resolved paragraph, that will be removed as well.
I'll move with that change, those changes.
Second,
Second.
Gray,
Yes.
Mango.
Yes.
Bianchio.
Yes.
Nymark.
Yes.
Same situation with R 1871. The title will remove the contract administration and construction inspection piece. The third whereas paragraph will come out, and the second, be it further resolved paragraph will come out as well. Wanna move it?
Move with those changes.
Second.
Gray,
Yes.
Mango.
Yes.
Bianchio.
Yes.
Nymark.
Yes.
So the resolution carries.
Thank you, Ms. Cole. Unfinished business, anyone have anything to discuss?
Mayor, I was just wondering, maybe if Julie could just explain a little bit with the Maryland Avenue reconstruction, because I know there's some residents here from Maryland Avenue.
What?
Whole project?
Yeah.
Need a microphone?
If you don't mind.
The Maryland Avenue project, it was funded by DOT, $340,000 grant. And if you recall, last summer, there was brand new curb constructed between Locust and Virginia. So the grant is for repair where needed for the remainder of the curb, all the way around to Wall Street, and full pavement reconstruction.
Thank you.
When? Well, it was just approved to design, so in the next 6 to 8 weeks, we go to bid, and it would be constructed this summer before the fall.
Thank you, George. All right, anybody, no other unfinished business? New business, anyone?
Just under little new business, just to throw out there, Shore Regional is sophomore carnival. They have one every year. It's Saturday, May 13th from 10 a.m. to
May 12th.
I'm sorry. Saturday, May 12th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. They're gonna have games, prizes, gift auctions, kids crafts, bouncy house for kids, obstacle course, food, drinks, balloon animals, clowns, face painting. They're doing it as a real carnival theme and stuff for the kids. So if you know any young kids in town, tell them about it May the 12th. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else have new business? Someone want to move the bill list?
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes.
Pietro.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Okay. Meeting's open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak, please raise your hand to be acknowledged.
David Ornstein, Maryland Avenue. Thank you for the gift. However, has there been any coordination with the county about the canyon at the juncture of Maryland and Locust? The drainage?
It's sinking.
It sinks. It's sinking. It's sinking since they constructed it.
What, I don't understand the question.
You're saying where
The
Maryland meets
drain,
Locust?
where Maryland,
Just could you move up to the podium, please, again?
where Maryland intersects with Locust, there's a drainage section. And it's been sinking since they put it in. So I euphemistically called it.
Since Maryland was paved, it's been sinking?
Well, no, since the county put.
Oh, Locust, okay.
Put the drainage thing in on Locust Avenue. But it's at the intersection.
Okay.
So I assume that the paving project is
Maybe,
going to affect
We
it.
can,
Stephanie, can you check with the
Stephanie,
county on that?
let her call John Tabea tomorrow and explain to him that we're preparing to pave the road. and
We'll look
we need
into
to
it.
make that necessary repair.
There's a bunch of cones out, and I just saw they put out there within the last couple of days.
Gotcha.
So, no, that was on Delaware.
Thank you for letting us know that.
Like, maybe they have a problem too.
Okay, we'll look into it.
Okay.
Thanks, Dave. Gentlemen, yes, would you come up, please, name and address?
Joseph Akuska, 113 Parker Road. We bought the old Shirella house.
Yeah, across from the bank.
Yeah, right, on the
Behind.
street from the bank. And, so I ride around the bike, around town, I see all this beautiful new curbing and sidewalk going, and I'm wondering if we can get on the list for new curbing, because I think Shirella put the curb in himself in the front of our house. So we wanna make plans to put in a driveway maybe, like redo the driveway, so we can get on a list for being graced with new curbing, maybe, whatever that entails, it'd be great, and then it'd be champagne for everyone. So how do you get on that list? Because I see all this work getting done, so.
We have a list, that we do different streets, and they're all kind of color coded on how bad things are compared to the others. But we'll look into that, we'll talk to John Penta, who's not here.
John from Pinewood?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So who's the head of the, public works, the main guy in the office there? What's his name?
Our former, Mr. Reed? Yeah.
Right, so I called him, visited with him, he said that he would put me on some sort of a list where it would be mentioned, and I followed up with him the other day in his office. He said, well, the meeting is on the 2nd, you should go. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he did send something to us, to
Any
himself.
pictures? Did he take any pictures?
Yes, he did.
He did. So you can see that whatever that old curbing was that they used to, dress up a driveway, the blocks that are like this big, it goes right out onto the street, like almost halfway to the storm drain. So it is, I think Joe's house was probably the first or second built on Parker Road when it was a dirt road.
Yeah.
So whatever I need to do to get on that list, I'm willing to do. And then we can, start formulating our plans to do whatever we're gonna do beyond that. But I don't wanna do work and then have a new curb come in at some
No,
point.
that's-
I wanna do it right. So what's my next step?
Well, we'll look into it, the committee will
All
look
right,
at it,
Steph, you
compare it to other stuff.
see part of our road program, if we have any.
And then will someone reach out to me, or how's it work?
John Penta will most likely reach out to you, he's
Okay.
very good on
He's
that.
actually supposed to stop by my place tomorrow or Friday.
Yeah,
Okay, he's out of town.
He's out of town.
And he'll follow through.
Okay.
He's good
Yeah,
like
well,
that.
I know he will now, because he's coming in my shop. All right, cool.
You'll have a captive audience.
Exactly.
Could you just spell your last name for me?
OKUSZKA.
Thank
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, next name and address, please.
Mary Lynch, same name.
Can you wanna come up to the podium?
No, I don't need it, I have a nice teacher voice. Last late summer, fall, you got the sheriff's department to do something about mowing down that cemetery and at least making it look halfway decent. Can you do the same thing again before, June maybe, or right around Memorial Day?
I know, all right, I'll see what I can do, Mary, if it's,
Well, something has.
We'll see, I'll try.
It's not one of those things that we can demand.
Right, we
because
can't.
it's-
I didn't expect you to command it, but
No,
Janet was
demand
it.
it, that's what I'm saying, we can't demand the cemetery to do it, you know, the
You
county.
can't demand, there is no board of trustees, there is nobody in charge of
You know
that.
that,
I
we
know.
know that, that's what I'm saying, that's my point, and we, you know, the mayor reached out to
I'm
the county.
asking Janet if she can get the sheriff's department, they did a really good mow last year, I can't remember, it was the
I
day.
can look into it.
It was when Joe's funeral, you told me at Joe's funeral we were gonna
I
have
can
it
look
done.
into it and see if they
Okay, because
they
we need
can
to do something,
work something out.
at least
Yeah,
temporary.
that was under Clean Communities grant. I
Willie
think.
Johnson took
Right,
care of that.
so we'll look into it again.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, name and address, please.
Geraldine Fawcett, West Long Branch. I would like an update on 95 Poplar.
I can help you with that.
I hope so, I hope someone can help with that.
So I've been talking to the Long Branch Building Department. We had a few issues obtaining some permits. So I believe we're ready to go now. I know you've heard that before,
12
but-
years.
but our construction company was picking up those permits. So he was putting together a schedule for us to do. And I just got that email this morning, so. I wish I could tell you what you wanna hear.
I hope I don't have to ask next month.
Call me up.
Maybe I will.
You should. I would
In my
love to
spare
talk to you.
time.
Okay, anyone else wish to speak?
Mayor, would that we close the public portion of the jury meeting?
Okay.